Assalamu alaikum. Today's the 17th of May 2020 and the time is approximately 10:16 p.m. So I'm actually on my way to Kano with Sadiya. She's going to deliver she's going to deliver relief items, food items, palliatives to the Kano State Government. Kano has been really hit hard with this COVID-19, and it is very important for her to do what she can to support the people in Kano that are most affected by this virus. So we're actually on our way there now. I'm going to be extremely careful because I'm looking at Kano as a really red zone. So I'm on high alert as far as safety and security goes. I've got my gloves, I've got my sanitizer spray, I've got the other sanitizer, I've got my visor, I've got goggles, I'm wearing a hazmat suit inside my hijab. I've got this mask, I've got another mask there. I'm taking like 15 pairs of gloves everywhere I go. I'm going to remove the gloves, sanitize. I sanitize every single minute. And I'm just going to be extra special careful because going to Kano at this point, one would be quite exposed. And of course, you know, she's going to be in an environment where many people would have had come into contact with that environment. So one has to be extra especially careful. So even though I'm supporting my friend, at the same time I'm maintaining a high level of awareness that COVID is all around, and I think that's really the way it's got to be for everyone. I'm learning to live with this disease, and I think as a society, as a global society, we probably have to at this point learn to live with COVID. And so it's just very important to take the precautions. Assalamu alaikum. So today is Sunday the 16th of May 2020 and the time is approximately 12:06 p.m. So we just landed in Kano with the Honourable Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development. Like I said, she's here, like I earlier said, she's here to deliver relief items, food items, palliatives to the Kano State Government so that they can distribute them to those most needy, the most vulnerable people worst hit by this COVID-19 pandemic. So she wanted to be here in person despite the risk of coming into contact with COVID, because she wanted to sort of set an example for the state government and of how important it is for the government to support the people on ground. Kano State, as we all know, has been really, really badly hit by this COVID-19 situation. So it is very, very important for people like Sadiya to give all the support to the people on ground. Sadiya is about to do her speech here at the government house. She's going up there. I'll see if I can record it. Social distancing. She's just about to deliver her speech.
Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kano State, Sadiya Umar Farouq, Secretary of Government of Kano State, Hajiya, the member representing Kano Municipal, son of the soil, who is part of my delegation today, who is from this part of the Honorable Shaban Sharada, Kano State Executive Council members of the State Assembly here, the Honorable Commissioner for Special Duties, the Vice Chancellor of Bayero University, who I will say is also my counterpart in Kano, chairman of the Palliative Committee, DG Nema, who is new on board, but not new in the job. Members of my own delegation, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I would like to begin by commending His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kano State, Dr. Abdullahi, and the vibrant people of Kano State for the warm welcome we received this afternoon. I also want to commiserate with the families who have lost their loved ones in the recent past as a result of this COVID-19 pandemic. My condolences also go to the Kano Emirate Council over the loss of Hajiya and Kano, and Hajiya and Professor Tijan Hash German Kano. Also wish to express my condolences to the Kano Emirate Council and the family of the late Emir Grandmother of Hajiya Gila, second major source of the department of peace. I equally want to pray for the good recovery of all those currently recuperating from COVID-19, including the doctors and other health workers of the Malam and Independent Teaching Hospital who have contracted disease in the course of their heroic and selfless service of caring for the well-being of. I appreciate what you have been doing in terms of providing the palliatives before the federal government is able to bring this palliatives to your state. So well, and we must commend you for that. Thank you, and God bless you.
Yeah, okay, done a good job. Going back, done a good job.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Assalamu alaikum. Today is Sunday the 16th of May 2020 and the time is approximately, I think, like 1:45 p.m. So I'm here with Honourable Minister Humanitarian Sadiya Umar Farouq in Kano, together with the Governor of Kano. She's just delivered palliatives and relief items to the state government from her ministry, from the federal government, for further distribution to the most affected on this COVID-19 situation. So she's right up there with the governor, where she'll be handing over the bags of rice and grains and food items. Let me see if I can
There is no space there.
Dola, we have to distance. Okay, there she is. Doing her. These are some of the. Okay, so she's going over there. I think I'm not going to go over there, but she's going to the back there she wants to see what the federal government, what the Kano State Government is doing so far. There's a lot of grains, there's a lot of food here. So I'm quite pleased, actually. I have a different perception of what the Kano State Government is doing. I did not have the best opinion of what the governor was doing prior to coming here. However, it seems like they're doing quite a good job. As you can see, there's bags of food everywhere. You look, there are bags of food. Oh goodness, it's a lot. Oh, there's a lot of food going to be distributed to the most affected by this COVID-19. She's just gone in there. I can't keep up with them because I'm trying to social distance. It is absolutely huge. Allah. That's Madam Salisu. He's part of the Honourable Minister's media team. Listen. Assalamu alaikum. Listen. You can see there's a lot of food. Hajiya is inspecting. It's a lot of food. I'm actually quite impressed to see how organized it seems to be. There's food everywhere. Bags of food everywhere, donated by Humanitarian Ministries. It is a lot. I'm quite impressed. I go into another store. I just don't think that I can keep up. I really don't think. But I even want to keep up. But here it is. As you can see, there's food everywhere. Bags of food, grains of food everywhere. Rice, grains, millet. Let's have a look. Let me see if I can get a glimpse of the minister here. Okay, so she's doing like a little speech. Let me see if I can get round to get that.
Okay, another stuff.
That's a lot of food. But no for the food. But no, busy never. But
It's really excellent.
it is excellent. I am the store. Goodness. I'm so very hard. Actually, it's a lot of food and it looks quite organized. Okay, there's not much social distancing here. Yeah. Okay. The other types of friendship. You support a friend and then you find yourself walking through stores with bags and bags of food and just trying to keep up with the social distance. Oh God, we're going to another store. Okay, let's have a look. What's up there? And I think this one is corn. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at what's going on. Oh goodness, food. Food, bags and bags and bags. This is quite impressive. It's social distance. Yeah, we need to socially distance. Exactly. Exactly. Oh God,
Kin ga bayan wannan shinkafa
shi ne a har sama ba
bayan wannan fara da ke gani da kusan
shinkafa duka
mu muka kawo ta
sannan ku da kokari malam Salisu. This one was given by the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and this is Barrister Mustafa. He's an OG. TBOOG. Yeah, there's a lot of food here. They've done a good job. They really have. The food and the organization and everything is allocated to a different area. There it is. More food, more wheat. I think this one is wheat. Sharada. Honorable Sharada, the next governor of Kano. Thank you. In a good job.
The
Kano State Government has done a good job on this. My friend is doing a good job supporting them.
yau don Allah dan matsa baya Allah ka kuce sai mun taimako makiya dan yayi rana
I think she's going to do a speech, so let's have a look. Let's have a listen. Sadiya likes to do speeches. That's honorable Okay, so
Please, we need a lot of quiet.
They're asking Sadiya some questions.
Please, quietness is very important here. And I hope you will respect the social distancing policy of the federal government.
I don't think we can hear
and
me,
the
so I'll
state
just
government.
keep
Please.
quiet and let my friend take over.
Are we ready? So, Honorable Commissioner, how about Anna so one hotunan su fito? Yawwa. So, Alamina, are you ready? Who will ask the first question?
Identify yourself, then
My name is Manu Kuget, and I report for the Telegraph Business. Honorable Minister, in the course of your speech at the Government House, you made mention that the federal government has expressed fear over the situation in Kano, and that you were concerned that there was community jurisdiction and all that. But here is Kano State Government for facilitate the fight for a long time since the advent of this. But federal government was not responding to the found request of Kano State. What's happening?
You want to respond or you want the collection of questions? The next question, please.
My name is Murtala Adewale. I report for the Guardian newspapers. School feeding program is known to Nigeria for school when school is of session. Now, feeding of children this time around when the country is a total lockdown is strange to Nigerians. We want to know, and Nigerians want to know, how will this processing operate? How will you get reach to the teeming children, especially in Kano? And we have a huge number of children in Kano, given this in the room. But for the figure you just mentioned and the household you mentioned that this new system we covered, we are nothing fear that so many children will miss out. Can you please expatiate on a model operandi of the federal government for this?
Honorable Minister, that is the second question. Any other question?
My name is Sadiya Umar Farouq. I'm the national woman leader of the Joint National Association of Persons with Disability. Sir, we were able to reach out to the ES of Relief and Rehabilitation. He openly said there was no palliative for persons with disability. How is that correct, sir? We want to know and to be sure where persons with disability are supposed to access their palliative items.
This is the last question for the Honorable Minister. Any question for His Excellency? Before they respond.
I think the first question is on the issue of on the federal government funding for Kano State. I think it has not been finally decided. You know, it is there are discussions around that, and I'm sure something is going to come to Kano State. I'm not. Mr. President will be the one to decide, and I'm sure members of the National Assembly from Kano State are pushing for that, and I know it's still work in progress. It's still something in talks on that matter. The importance of Kano cannot be overemphasized. So whatever needs to be done to Kano will be done. And I also think the palliative is also very important. Yes, we are facing a health emergency, which has given rise to humanitarian emergencies. Many people are also complaining about hunger. So this is also a very important intervention that the federal government is doing to the states. Secondly, on the issue of the homegrown school feeding program, we have explained these times that number. Because the directive given to us by Mr. President that we should continue with the school feeding program, but that we should consult with the state government on the best modality to use in reaching out to these children. And the modality reach is that we should take dry food ration to the households of these children. I want to believe that every child that is enrolled in a school has his name registered in that school, has his parents' name registered in that school. They also have the address of these people in the school register. So it's not going to be a difficult thing. It is, yes, it is a very complicated issue, but it's not something that we cannot do. We have started with FCT. We're also working with the State Universal Basic Education to give us their own data. We've started with the FCT. I think Lagos is coming next and Ogun, and then we come down to Kano once we finish the processes on ground. So it is not something that is not achievable. With dedication and hard work, we'll be able to achieve what we have set out to achieve. And let us also not forget the fact that the objective of feeding these school children is for us to encourage enrollment of school children to school. And if you keep them at home for a very long time without feeding, some of these parents of these children cannot really afford to send them to school. One, secondly, they cannot provide their feeding. And you keep them back at home for a very long time, so the whole objective will be compromised. And thirdly, on the issue of the persons living with disabilities. Persons living with disabilities are part of the vulnerable groups that we're talking about. And they also fall within the mandate of the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Social Development. And each state we go to, when we hand over palliatives, we make sure that we mention the poor and the vulnerable, the elderly, and persons living with disabilities. So I'm sure this Kano State Government will take care of persons living with disabilities. You have your leadership, you have a structure on ground. It's just for you to liaise with the state government. We also have the NEMA team on ground that's going to form part of the structure that is distributing these palliatives. And you hand over your data to them. I'm sure it will be given to the persons living with disabilities. Thank you.
Honorable Minister sai Hausa, akwai masu tambayoyi da Hausa community radio stations. Ba wanda zai tambaya sai dai ta yi Honorable Minister wai takaitaccen jawabi za a yi da Hausa. Da Fulatanci ba.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Excellency, manyan mutane da suke wannan wuri, jama'a maza da mata, kamar yadda aka sani yau mun zo jihar Kano a madadin shugaban kasa Muhammadu Buhari, mu zo mu ga gwamnatin jihar Kano mu isar da saƙon jajintawa da kuma saƙon kayan taimako na kayan abinci da muka kawo ma gwamnatin jihar Kano da za ta raba ma mutanen jihar Kano waɗanda suke da bukata, especially a wannan lokaci da muka saki kan mutum. Kuma mun yi bayanin cewa mun kawo trailer 130 ta kayan abinci na gero da dawa, masara da shinkafa. Wannan kayan abinci muna da zaton zai cimma mutane a gidaje 300,000 wanda za a ba kowane kayan abinci daga cikin wa'annan kayan abinci guda 4 da muka faɗi. Kuma gwamnatin Kano ita ma tana iyakacin ƙoƙarin da ta ba da sauran kayan masarufi da za a haɗa na ba da wannan kayan abinci ga wa'annan mutane. Already ta fara yanzu kurin za mu yi complimenting abin da gwamnati jihar Kano take yi. Wannan shine a takaice abin da ya kawo jihar Kano, kuma muna nuna godiya ta musamman ga gwamna da sauran jami'an hukumomi na wannan jiha da ma waɗanda suke taimako ta hanya a ga cewa an kawo ƙarshen wannan ibtila'i da muka sami kanmu a cikin shi. Na gode.
So, questions for His Excellency. Hausan Kano ba ta yi sakwatinci. Ai, kuma ba sa yi. Kun kirota. Any question for the governor?
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Mai girma minista gwamnatin tarayya da kuma manajin darakta na nema da sauran manya-manyan ma'aikata, sakataren gwamnati, ga kuma dan majalisar tarayya mai wakiltar birni da kewaye, jaman sharaɗa da sauran manya-manyan baki da 'yan jarida da kowa salamu alaikum. Babu shakka an ce seeing is believing, gani ya kori ji. To tuntuni ana ta aiko da sako cewa gwamnatin tarayya za ta turo abinci zuwa gwamnatin jihar Kano domin a ba mabukata. Sannan daga baya aka dinga turo wannan abinci. To yau gashi minista ta zo, mun zaga mun ga duk inda aka ajiye wannan abinci, ma'aikata suna ta aiki domin su rarraba shi a yadda za a miƙa wa magidanta. To wannan sai mu ce gani ya kori ji, kuma nesa ta zo kusa kenan. Saboda haka dole ne mu gode wa shugaban ƙasa Muhammadu Buhari da ya turo wannan minista da waɗannan kayayyaki, kuma a wannan lokaci wanda ake bukatar wannan kayayyaki sosai da sosai. Dama gwamnatin jihar Kano ta yi shimfiɗa, ta yi tsari na samun mutane waɗanda suke bukatar wannan abinci. An san masu bukatar wannan abinci Allah ya yi yawa da su, amma akwai waɗanda yake sun fi kowa bukata, sun fi masu bukata abinda bature yake cewa the poorest of the poor. To dama akwai alƙaluma da majalisar ɗinkin duniya ta yi amfani da ma'aikatanta, aka tsamo irin waɗannan mutane, akwai alƙaluman su. Sannan da wannan yanayi ya zo yanzu, gwamnatin jihar Kano ta ɗauko wannan jerin gwano na magidanta, aka yi amfani da sarakuna, aka yi amfani da wato hakimai, dagatai, masu unguwanni, limamai, duk aka yi amfani da wannan, aka tabbata cewa wane lalle mai bukata ne. To saboda haka wannan abinci da aka kawo, ba mu da matsala na ɗauko waɗanda za a ba wannan abinci, ba mu da matsala na ma'aikata, domin sarakuna na ciki, kowane hakimi ma shine shugaban kwamitin raba wannan abinci, tare da shugabannin ƙananan hukumomi, tare da kawunsiloli, tare da duk masu fada aji, limamai, duk suna cikin wannan kwamiti na raba wannan kayayyaki. To saboda haka muna tabbatarwa da minista wannan kayayyaki an kawo su a hannun amana, kuma za a raba su akan amana. Muna tabbatar maki wannan kayayyaki za su yi amfani a wannan lokaci a cikin watannan da alfarma. To jama'a assalamu alaikum.
To assalamu alaikum, a saurara a yi kawai. To Allah ya kawo mu karshen wannan ziyara da minista ta kawo wannan wuri tare da mai masaukinta gwamnan jihar Kano. Laborori Allah ya muku albarka. Kuma yanzu sai a buɗa musu hanya domin za su fita daga wannan wuri inda wannan abin arziki ya tabbata. A yi ta yi mana shugabanni addu'a a kan irin wannan tausayawa da suke a jama'ar kasa. Allah ya samu dace, a sha ruwan lafiya.
Assalamu alaikum.
A buɗe hanya, ku gafara ba sai kun bari yan security sun kore ku ba. Ku buɗa ya nuna basira da hankali da girmama shugabanni. A buɗe hanya, a ba da hanya.
Now, we don't want to be mobbed. I don't want to be mobbed. She's not going to be mobbed, but me, I need to make sure I'm not. But I'm going to need some social distancing things. Nan ne motar ta? Motar. A'a, wannan ba nata bane. Ina nata?
Kano sai baba.
A'a, ina motar?
Kano sai baba.
Wannan ne. I'm getting in the car. I'm going to get in before she does. Nan ne motar ta ko? Oh. Wane ne? A'a, ina motan excellent, ai tare nake da minista.
Wannan ita ce safaya.
Wa ina minista take, wani mota take?
Wallahi ban san motar take ba. Ko ta baya ce ban san.
Okay. Yeah, here it is. Yeah. Literally, there's no one on the street. The level of compliance is absolutely incredible and astounding. This is not what I've seen in the news, and it's just very reassuring. Assalamu alaikum. So we've just come to the airport. We're just about to leave. There is Sadiya. She's saying goodbye to the Kano delegation. I have to say that I'm extremely impressed with what I've seen in Kano. So I'm just going to get out the car, walk towards, because I'm not going to stay on the tarmac because it's hot. A lot of noise. Honourable Minister and Honourable Shaban Sharada. Here he is, the next Governor of Kano. Sadiya's on her way. I'm going to need some social distancing. I'm going to stay back. Yeah, what's up? Oh. Alhamdulillah. Hello. Hold on. So we're going to sanitize the things because I don't know. Sannan ku da kokari fa. Gaskiya.
Honorable Minister, ta yi mana excellent job.
Yi ma ya excellent job. Kai ma. So, yeah, we're in Abuja. So, the time is, do you have the time? What's the time? 3:35. So we got back a bit later than we expected. We thought we'd be back a lot earlier. However, we're back on SCT soil, so on our way home now. Assalamu alaikum. Today's Sunday the 17th of May 2020, and the time is approximately 7:45, says my brother, the artist. Yes, shadows and light. So I've just come back from this very, very interesting and eye-opening trip to Kano. Absolutely knackered I am. I'm just really glad that I did accompany my friend Sadiya. She went there because, you know, like I mentioned earlier, her ministry delivered food items, relief items to the government of Kano for further distribution to the people on ground who are most affected by this COVID-19 pandemic. And she wanted to go in person to see, that's my niece. Okay, ba cookie tabiki. Ba and yeah, cookie. Yeah, that's my little niece. Yeah. So as soon as we did go there with Sadiya and a small delegation, together with Honourable Shaban Sharada. He was part of the Honourable Minister's delegation. However, when we got to Kano, he joined the delegation of people in Kano. It was very eye-opening because I had made already advanced judgment about the process or the progress of what the Kano government is doing in order to sort of respond to this COVID-19 and support the people that are most vulnerable. And I did make a judgment. However, it wasn't a very positive one at that. However, when I went there, I saw a different story, and I guess it just teaches that one can never really jump to conclusions. I did see that the Kano government has made a lot of huge strides in trying to support people of Kano, and I was really quite surprised. I was really quite surprised to see that the roads were empty from the airport to the government house and to the some of the warehouses. There was no one on the street, and I was really surprised to see that. There seems to be oi, kawo, Timan, kawo. Magani? Okay. Buy a dakuki, she'll put it for you. Okay? So it was really nice to see that there was, oh gosh. It was, I don't think I can stop her listening. Okay, listen to it under the table. So it was nice to see that there was really high compliance for the lockdown order. And I just, I'm a little bit encouraged, because if people can abide by the lockdown order and the government is able to feed people with the grains that have been delivered from the Humanitarian